Hey everyone, happy Friday, happy Juneteenth, and happy Father's Day weekend to all of the active dads out there. Um, Enjoy your day on Sunday, enjoy the weekend this weekend. Whatever you're doing, have fun. The weather's supposed to be gorgeous, and just enjoy yourself. Now, I want to talk about Remy, a couple of things. I'm going to start with Remy. Remy was on Good Day New York today, and I saw her interview that she did with Rosanna Scotto. I love Rosanna. She did an interview talking about the movie that's coming out on Saturday, which is tomorrow, her Lifetime movie. And the movie seems good. I saw previews for it. They showed another preview on here this morning, and it seems good. I can't wait to watch it. I want everyone to watch Remy's movie, and we're going to talk about it. She did an interview, and she also, not only did Remy do an interview, but she sat with Rosanna to interview Spike Lee. He was there. That's who they were talking to right here. No, I didn't get a photo of him. I should have, but that's who they were talking to. Remy looks gorgeous in her all pink. She had the Knicks hat on, and she's in her everything bag right now. She spoke to Rosanna not only about the movie, but she spoke to her about how one of her dreams is to be an interviewer, have a talk show, which Remy, I believe, it is working on the Remy network. I remember back in maybe January, February, she showed herself on set for a talk show that she was working on. Now, I don't know when that show's going to air or start, maybe in the fall, but she was telling Rosanna how this is one of her dreams. She loves doing this. So she does music, she's acting, she has the network, and she possibly will have a talk show. She likes to interview. I mean, go ahead, Remy. Now is your time to shine all you want. Get your ducks in order and just do what you want to do. You have the freedom to do so, and congratulations with all of that. Just enjoy yourself. It's time. No more headaches, no more problems. Do what you've always wanted to do. And that was just good. I don't know who saw this interview, who's in this area to see the interview, but I caught it. So now that I spoke on this, yesterday I'm like, let me take a look at the numbers on these songs, because we're never going to forget what Papoose said. Let's just refresh people's memories in case they forgot.
I have written 90% of the rhymes that came out of her mouth. I have written 90% of the rhymes that...
I had to set the tone with that right there, because I'll never forget that he said that. He said he wrote 90% of the rhymes that came out her mouth. I went and looked, because, Papoose has been releasing songs, and Remy has too. And I'm like, let's just take a look and see whose songs is doing what. Now let's look at Papoose. His song, The Back Door, and then the Knicks won the chip. And just look at the views. The Knicks won the chip, has 4,000 views, and it says 3 days ago. Now this was yesterday when I got this info. So it could be a little more either way. This was yesterday when I got this information. That song has 4,000 views. Then you have Backdoor, which has two versions. And the oldest one has 21,000 views. And the latest one has 3.8 thousand views. This is his music on YouTube. Now, Remy's songs, the Why You Effin' Lying and the Ever Since You Left Me remix, you see the Why You Effin' Lying has 1.2 million views. And this is the audio. Just like Papoose's was his audio. And then the Ever Since You Left Me remix is 1.7 million views. And that was 13 days ago. And that's the actual music video that they shot at 34th Street. So for him to sit and say he wrote 90% of her raps, Why is that not reflecting on your music? And don't forget, he was promoting the Knicks won the chip because that one is produced by Swiss Beats. And it's only at 4,000 views 3 days ago. Well, now it will be 4 days ago. And the other two within a week, the backdoor song. So this may kind of explain why hasn't even been with Claressa. Ever since Aruba, we've only seen them together at that event, which was on Sunday. And it seemed like they were not even on good speaking terms. It was a business. It was a job. They both had to be there. And that was the only time we've seen them together. And that was Sunday. And here we are at Friday. And it's Father's Day weekend on top of that, y'all. So is she going to fly to New York? Because I'm pretty sure he's going to be in New York this weekend. It's not factual. This is what I'm assuming. I'm guessing that that's where he's going to be to spend Father's Day with his family and maybe even possibly his daughter, the golden child. You know we're going to have to stay tuned to see how Claressa behaves starting tomorrow. If she pops up, does a act, a magic act, and just pops up wherever he's at on Sunday, I wouldn't be surprised if she doesn't do it. Either way, that's something we're going to have to stay tuned to pay attention to. Now, I also want to speak on the fact that Claressa left a comment. This was like a couple of days ago. Because she leaves so many comments now. It's like I'm trying to keep up with all of the things that she is responding to or, telling people. Now, this one comment that she replied to, it just made me realize, even though I think I've said it before, but now I'm believing it more, that Papoose is definitely egging her on to act the way that she acts online. And he's like throwing rocks and hiding his hands. Now, Claressa responded to someone that is getting on her about, I guess, the workout videos that Claressa has been doing lately. She's either been working out by herself or she's had like a guy that she's been working out with. I don't know who the man is, but she has been working out with some other guy. And the girl is saying to her, she's like, what happened to Pap doing all these workouts with you? Girl, you ain't done mention this man in almost 2 weeks. That mouth done finally got you in trouble with him. I know. It's only business now. Hoping to go back to my man. Pap ain't up or downstairs. He's at home. And then she replies and says, another fake page posting fake-ish. Me and Pap are together right now. And Pap love when I check you bees. You obsessed HOEs gonna learn. First of all, I didn't believe that he was there when she said that. I think she just said that to save face, to make that person think like, oh, he's right here with me. Like, what are you talking about? Because we know that she loves to spin narratives and make us think that things are what they are not. So I'm not fully buying that he was with her. I think she just said that because she never posted him. Like I said, we have not seen them photographed together since Aruba and then Sunday at the event. And they didn't even take like a photo, just the two of them. We didn't see them interacting with each other where he hugged her, he kissed her, none of that. Like he walked behind the owner of Win Records and he stood in the ring when she was speaking. And I think that was it. That's the only interaction I saw of the two of them. So she was acting like they were together. But the line that I'm focused on is when she says, and Pap love when I check you bees. So it seems like he is really putting the battery in her back to react the way she does online. Because a lot of people are like, why is Pap letting her act like this? Why is she responding and saying the things that she's saying? So she's trying to make it seem like, oh, he loves when I do that. He's encouraging me to respond to you people this way. But he would never say that. He kind of just vanishes when she's in the hot seat, when she's being flamed for saying crazy things or just taking up for him. What he does, his way of supporting her is to leave a comment, call her his queen, things like that. But he never takes up for her online. And if he's sitting back, if this is true, if he's telling her that he loves when she checks people, how come he doesn't say that vocally, either when he did Vlad TV or just in a post saying like, oh, I love when she be going off on y'all. Y'all deserve that, or whatever the case may be. It seems like he's really setting her up to look as crazy as she can look, because when it's time for him to exit, it's going to be, oh, you see for yourself. You see how she acts. You see what she says. You see how she responds. Just like when she goes live. And that live that she did after the Alicia incident, when she was talking about, I'm not going to go to the law, I'm going to go to the court. He was nowhere around when she did that live. He wasn't sitting in the room with her. I'm not saying he wasn't in the same area or in the same, it seemed like they was in a hotel. He could have been there, but when she literally went live, there was no sight of him. We're always seeing her either on the phone with him, talking to him, and it just does not seem like he will come out and just say that he's in support of her acting crazy online. Instead, he disappears and doesn't say anything. She takes all the heat, and then she'll sit and take up for him too, on top of that. Like how she is right now. Telling someone that you guys are together right now, it doesn't matter. If he really was there with you, you don't need to tell people he's right here. You don't even have to respond to this type of comment. Because if you're really laid up with him or really around him at the moment, then why do you need to tell a person that doesn't even have a photo up? Why are you even interacting with them? It doesn't make sense. So you're saying that he's there, but is he really there? Because if he was really there, you wouldn't have time to entertain any comments. You would be with your man. It's just hella weird right now. And I really feel that he's really throwing rocks and hiding his hands when it comes to her. Because if he is telling her this behind the scenes, that he is encouraging her to respond and talk crazy and go off and go live and behave the way she behaves, then what does that say about him being her man? He's not looking out for your best interest. He's sitting back and watching you self-destruct. So it's really weird to see that she just doesn't see it that way. She doesn't see it that way. She sees it as this man is loving her and she's doing what he's telling her to do, and he's okay with her acting the way she's acting. And that's not love at all. That's not love. And Remy was absolutely right when she said the circles that he's about to run. It seems like circles are being ran all around you. And it's unfortunate. So guys, let me know what you think about this. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Please like this video. Please leave a comment once again. And I will talk to all of you again soon.